Hey guys, what is going on? It is XCKJ here today, bringing to you guys an Eternal Pry video. This is going to be a video talking about everything that you need to know for this new update that is going to be coming out January 2021. And then coming out in February 2021, we are going to be having a brand new season, which I cannot wait for. I really think that the direction that Hi-Rez is taking right now to nerf these just overpowered damages like Victor, Vivian, and all that, I think it's going to really show in the new season. Also, this is the next season after the huge season that we're in right now, which has completely changed the way the item shop works, changed a lot of the balancing for a lot of the champions, changed the way that shielding works, and all this kind of stuff. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with the next season for that. So this is the pre-update to that season. So it is a little bit lighter. However, I really think the balance changes that they've decided to do is really awesome. Really loving the balance changes that are coming out on this split. So before we do jump into the video, make sure to sub to the channel for the 800 crystal giveaway. You're automatically entered. That giveaway will start once we hit 3,000 subscribers, which it is coming around very quickly. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel for that and comment down below that you did sub. Starting out, they are moving us to a 2-month update cycle, which means we're going to be having way more updates, more battle passes, more content. I think since we're moving into a post-COVID world, or at least like people are starting to get more used to living with coronavirus and everything like that that's going on, they are going to be moving back to the 2-month update cycle. We're going to be getting more stuff coming out because you got to remember the Hi-Rez team, everybody's working from home on this game, which is absolutely insane. Imagine just like coding a game from your house. Like, it's crazy that they've been able to do updates even the way that they're doing it, because as much as we know, I don't think anybody is back in the actual studio yet. So they are moving back to 2-month update cycle. Very, very cool. So these balances, as I said before, were supposed to be smaller. However, I think that there was some pretty big balance updates, to be completely honest here. There were slight changes that are going to just be crazy. So I can't wait to jump into those. Let's just take a look at a couple of the other things. We'll take a look at this gorgeous, gorgeous battle pass. We got the Genos that you get at the end of the battle pass. He just looks awesome right here. Going down. Get to look at some of this stuff. Oh, first off, we got the Koga skin. Great Koga skin. Definitely going to be using this. We got a nice Leon skin. Really loving it. This Khan skin, it's alright. It's pretty good, you know. I like the Khan skin. But the Genos, man, look at this Genos. I'm sorry, you don't get it at the end. You get it at 50, and then you get the upgraded one at the higher level there. I really was hoping that we were going to get a Corvus, I don't skin, but we didn't end up getting it. Now this Koga, oh my goodness, guys, they did a really good job with the recolors. I love them. I love them a lot. The sprays are awesome. Always love the wings. The wings just look great. You know, you could spray a body and then spray the wings over top of it with the 2 sprays, and you get, I don't know, it's just cool. I like it a lot. You can do the legs, the head, and then the wings, you know, all equipped with all the sprays. I can't wait to see people do that. That's just funny. But so we got the avatars for it, loading frame. Okay, oh well. They changed how the speeder mounts work. The speeder mounts, they're pretty cool. I mean, I'm not going to be using the speeder mounts. They're kind of big. Plus, I just got the obsidian mount. So, I mean, no reason to not use that. We have an equality static spray you can now equip if that's your thing. We got the emotes coming out. I mean, I don't know when the last time they came out with an emote was, so these are pretty cool right here. Again, if you guys do want to follow along, I haven't actually said this. Yep, you can go to paladins.com/news to go check out all this stuff. New MVP poses as well, which is awesome because we are getting the Crumpus or the Rompus. You guys know what I'm talking about. We're getting a new Rom skin, so if you get this MVP pose with it, I mean, there you go. Oh, I don't want to leak any of the balance updates, which is what we are going to be getting into now, which is the balance updates. So let's go to the first thing, which is Strix. Now, the thing that they wanted to do with Strix, which I was not a huge fan with, because I feel like it just kind of shows that the people who are doing the balances for the game are catering to a certain aspect of the community more more of the casual players in the community, which is fine that you're catering to casual players, but they said that the problem with Strix is that he deals with flanks too easily. And I'm thinking, yeah, Strix does deal with flanks super easily, and that's why we have off tanks in the game. But it's okay. Let them think that the off tanks are just irrelevant, and then, boys, our training at becoming the best off tanks in the entire game. I mean, heck, dude, they just won't even know where the heck we're coming from. But, so anyway, they wanted to nerf Strix to make him not able to deal with flanks as well. So they nerfed the Talon rifle. Post-hit delay increases from 1 second to 1.25 seconds. Honestly, they really didn't do anything to him, but, I guess, dude. I guess if you just want to make flanks able to deal with damages, like think about a flank Maeve versus Victor, let's say. I mean, a good Victor wins that every time, right? Unless you're like a bad Victor. I feel like flanks aren't made to deal with damages personally. That's kind of just my outlook on the game, at least. But so anyway, we got a Strix Nerf coming down. We got Vivian right here. Light machine gun damage per shot decrease, so she's getting a little bit of nerf on her damage, and reduce the duration of unfair advantage, which is her shield. So the shield time, and then reduce the duration of reveal from nowhere to hide, which also, if you think about it, nerfs her lifesteal ability, which while an enemy is revealed gives her lifesteal. So this is going to also decrease your ability to use that. So this is actually a bigger nerf than it seems like it would be. So she got decent nerf, just little bits. She keeps on getting hit, so they bring her down a little, bring her down a little, bring her down a little until nobody's playing her. Another thing also that I was going to say about Strix that I just remembered is Strix is one of those champions where they keep on nerfing him, they keep on doing all these changes to him and trying to hurt him, but think about it. Strix doesn't do that. They even said that Strix has like one of the lowest win rates, even in Masters. He has a low win rate because he's fun to play, but he's not that good. He doesn't kill tanks. He maybe kills a healer if they're out of position. He does damage, but he doesn't do that much. He's not like a good Nessa. A good Nessa in Masters will just destroy people, but she's hard to play, and Strix isn't. So, I mean, anyway, I'm done writing about Strix, but I really think that, like, why you gotta hurt Strix any more than he already is getting hurt? We got Khan here with his heavy repeater. He's getting a little bit of a buff here. He's getting 10 more damage, kind of the same thing they did with Vivian. The only difference here is he doesn't have an LMG, so, like, the 10 buff is not going to be as crazy as the 10 nerf on Vivian, because think about it, on Vivian you're shooting like, let's say you got that card that makes it so you don't consume ammo and all this kind of stuff. You're shooting like 400 bullets in a matter of like, I don't know, like shooting 400 bullets in a minute. I don't know. I just made that up. With Khan, it's not the same unless you're playing like Storm of Bullets and all this kind of stuff. So I mean, I really think the 90 damage buff isn't going to do all that much, but they gave it to him. We'll take it. Keep on putting those tanks up a little bit more and more, and then I love when they buff tanks, and they nerfed off tanks so hard with Season 3, so I'm happy with the buff. I'm really hoping this next split, they just give tanks some love, man. I want to see a tank meta. No, I don't want to see a tank meta. That sounds terrible, but it also kind of sounds fun at the same time. Just big guys shooting each other for a long time. We got Battle Shout, which they increased the healing from 1,000 to 1,100. When I heard them buff this, I was like, alright, it's 100 health. Does it really do that much? It's a buff. It's a buff. What can I say? It's a buff. Shaolin right here getting a nerf with his Sand Trap. So now when he plays Sand Trap, the duration of Cripple is reduced by 1 second. So it was 2 seconds before, now it is 1 second. I mean, it's still going to be good. Rizal is super good against Shaolin now. I think that people will probably start taking other talents on Shaolin. However, I could be wrong. Crippling enemies is still really, really good. So I guess we'll see what ends up happening with this. I don't play Shaolin too much, so I can't really speak to this. But I think it will. I mean, it's a big nerf. 1 second on a 2 second ability that's pretty big. Koga here with his submachine guns. When I heard this, I was thinking, boys, They must have not watched our last video from like 2 videos ago because they don't know the submachine guns that were already trash. But this is definitely to cater to the console players. They decreased the damage per shot from 40 to 36. So, I mean, if you are running like Adrenaline Junkie, I mean, this hurts. This hurts bad, but it's just going to have more people start playing the actual good Koga build, which is Dragon Fangs, and just going insane, doing tons of damage with that. The submachine guns already are like tickling people. 40 damage per shot. I mean, if you don't, yeah, I mean, most people are running, what is it, like 120 ammo you get when you're running with that high ammo, and then with agility, you got like infinite ammo basically. You don't even need to reload hardly. So, I mean, it did hurt Adrenaline Junkie a lot. I think we're gonna see more Dragon Fangs player, especially since it is the easier talent to be playing. Adrenaline Junkie requires you to hit a lot of headshots. So we got a nerf on Koga. Going down to Zin. I don't want to leak the next one after Zin. Ooh, it's spicy. All right, so Zin Billow reduce the movement speed from 30% to 10%, but you can now up in smoke increase the movement speed during Billow, so you can put it back in your cards if you want to. This was a decent nerf to Zin. I think that he's pretty strong right now. I think the reason why he's strong is not because of Billow though. So I think Guillotine is mainly the problem with Zin. I think they would need to, I don't know exactly what they need to do, but I guess nerfing the rest of his kit so that Guillotine is the one good thing that he has. But for me, when I play Zin, I literally just sit in the back line until I have my ult, and then I play super aggro, and then I play safe again, and I just play Guillotine. So I don't know if this would really hurt my playstyle per se, but I guess, hurt the rest of his kit to hurt him overall as a champion, and then leave the one super strong thing that he has be. I guess it's a way that you can go about nerfing Zin overall. So I'll take a Zin nerf because, I mean, heck, what we got, Zin, Koga, and Andro are like the best flanks that we have in the game right now. So they've hit 2 of them. Now moving down to the last change. Now this is what gives me hope for season, I think it's 4, right? Season 4 that's coming out. So the base health from 3,400 to 4,000. That is a lot of health. That's 600 health right there. Barrack is actually a point tank now without needing to play self-sustain. He is a beefy boy. He is so strong. I am so happy about this because, oh man, guys, I'm just so happy about this. I mean, heck, Barrack already, with his self-sustain and everything, he's so good. He does so much damage. I love him as a point tank, and this is just going to put him straight over the edge. So, I mean, 4,000 health, this just kind of shows me, like, the direction that they're thinking about taking tanks, and we know that we're probably next season going to be getting a Torvald rework because they kind of announced that at the beginning of last season that they wanted to rework Torvald and all the point tanks. They said that like almost a year ago now. So I think that this is going to be the patch that we finally get the rework on Torvald. We'll see, but I really think that this is the direction that they want to take the game and just start giving people like just healthy stats, like stats where they're like actually beefy boys, not this like, oh, damage reduction here, some healing here, some healing here. No, we're just getting straight towers. How much health does Inara have? She doesn't. She has 4,000 probably, right? I mean, he's actually a tank now. Barrack actually has got some meat to him. You can play the bowling ball and some health regen, and man, you're not killing Barrack no more, no more. And then we got some bug fixes right over here. I mean, bug fixes, cool. The only thing that they didn't have, they also did a lot of fixes to Frozen Guard, so we can be happy about that. As of course, some bugs ended up coming out with the updated map from the last split. The one thing that I kind of saw was they didn't announce the new maps for next ranked season. Because next split, I'm trying to get into Masters. I'm going to be doing a whole video series on that, getting into Masters for next split. We're just going to be grinding the heck out of this game. We're making it. I know we're making it. But as far as for next split, champions that I would start learning now to then eventually, start dominating in next split. The only champion that I really see that got a huge change, because we just got a lot of nerfs here, Victor is going to be really strong next split. We know that. I think that Makoa is going to be pretty strong. Ashe is going to be pretty strong. Start learning Barrack, playing with some builds on Barrack. I think that he might end up being huge. I really think Dragonfang's Koga is going to take off next split. I really, really think that. And if it doesn't, then it's just a sleeper build and people won't expect it to come. Like, seriously, play Dragonfang's Koga. You're going to regret not doing it. Plus, after he got the nerf, like, if they think that, I don't know, they're hitting the wrong side of Koga. That's all I feel about. But, yeah, I mean, Xin is still going to be good, but if you really want to learn a flank, I would recommend learning Androxus and Koga. If you want to start playing off tank, Ashe is going to be super strong. They really didn't do a whole lot of anything. Like, Vivian's still going to be good. Strix is still going to be Strix. You're just not going to play him in ranked unless you're like a god at Strix. Like, there's probably 3 good Strix players that I've run into while playing Paladins. And when I say that, like, a good Strix player will like win every single game. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling a little bit now, so I'm going to wrap up this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and sub. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Share this with one of your friends. That's really the best way to grow this channel, is for you guys to share this with your duo partners, with your teams, with the people who you play Paladins with. And thank you guys so much for showing me all the love that you do. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.